Hey everyone, welcome back to Doug Techie. In this video, we'll be covering a concept in Java called data types and variables. Now, the best way to do this, in my opinion, is to do it in the code editor. So, let's head on over. Now, first I'm going to need to create a file. I'll call it datatypes.java. And we need our public static void main. Here we go. Alright, so there are 4 main data types that I would like to cover. It isn't all of them by any means, there's a lot, but these are the main ones. So we have an int, which is a whole number. Keyword being whole, it has to be a whole number. Then we have a double, which could be a decimal number. Now, I would like to keep in mind that just because it says a decimal number doesn't mean it has to be like an actual decimal. It could be like 2.0. That counts as a double. And then we have a char, which is a character. And we denote them by using single quotes. So you would put your character in here like W. Now, for ints and doubles, you do not need to put them in quotes. They're just by themselves. But for a char, you need single quotes. And for the next one, a string, you need double quotes. And a string is just a text. So it could be in double quotes. It can be like the word hi. That's a string. Now, to pair with data types come variables. So a variable is a way to store your data type and give that data type a name. Now, let's say we want to store an integer. So we're going to type the data type, which is an int, first. So we have int, and then we'll call it number equals, and we'll say 9. So let's dissect what this means. First, we have the data type, int, which you can see up here, and it's a whole number. So an int, data type. Then we have the variable name, which is number. You can choose any name you would like. Then we have the equals, which is assigning this number to 9. Well, let me say it the other way. We're assigning 9 to our number variable. And 9 is what we would call the value. So, let's do another example. First, we're going to say the data type, which is going to be double, and we'll call it my double equals, we'll do 4.5. That's a nice number. So, once again, we are first stating that this is going to be a double, and then we are naming this. I'm calling it my double. You could call it whatever. And we're assigning this number on the right side of the equal sign, which is 4.5. We're assigning that to my double. Alright, let's do it for char. So we're going to say char, and we'll say my char equals single quotes, and we'll do W, I guess. And then we're going to see that it's basically the exact same thing. We've got the data type, we've got the variable name, and we've got the value, which in this instance has to be in single quotes because it's a char. And now the last one is a string. We'll call it my string equals hi. Now, you can see it's in double quotes. We've got the same data type name. We've got the same variable name. The only thing different with a string that you have to be careful about is that a string has an uppercase as the first letter, so capital S, whereas all the other ones are lowercase. Now, Java is a case-sensitive language, so you have to be careful with that, because if you do a lowercase for one by accident or an uppercase, then the program's not going to like it. It's going to spit out an error at you, and it's not going to be a fun time. So, just keep that in mind. Now, it's an uppercase because it's called a reference data type, which you don't need to know what that means for now. Just remember that it needs to be capitalized. Now, let's see this in action. So, we can do a print line. So, we can print our number. So, all we have to do is type in the variable name. And then when we run this, we'll see that it prints out our number right here, 9. Now, we could do the same for, we'll say, my double. And now it's going to print out 4.5. And you can get kind of cool with this. You could do, say, my string plus, which plus in this case would be concatenating, which means adding this string to the next string, which we can say hi there. And see, I added a space because I don't have a space after this one, so there wouldn't be a space and it'd be all smushed together. But let's see what happens. Hi there. Pretty cool, right? You can just add them together. So this is why data types and variables are very important. It's a core function within the Java language. Now, let's comment this out real quick. So what if we were to put in a number for string, right? What if we were to put in our number 9 here? Well, you can already see that it's got a squiggly line in here. And the error it's giving out is a type mismatch. And it's saying it cannot convert from int to string. Now, if we were trying to run this, and as you can see here, oh no, we've gotten an error. On line 11, it's pointing, this little caret is pointing right at the 9. And it's saying this int cannot be converted to a string. So this is why it's very important to make sure you've got these data types down. Because if you put in the wrong one, and then you try to assign a different data type to it, Java's not going to like that. And it's going to give you an error. And we don't want errors. So keep this as high. Now, you should be all set on your way with understanding data types and variables. It's a very important concept, so if you need to rewatch, go ahead and do that. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Or if you have any suggestions for further videos or want some ideas, anything like that, leave it in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video and thought it was helpful, and subscribe if you want to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.